As we speak now, ITV franchise is currently in limbo as it finds its, TIFF trying to find exactly who could, replace Hollywood Willoughby after she exited hosting Dancing on Ice. Now, guys, it has become very, very interesting and controversial on the internet. Some even saying that Holly should come back to hosting that particular show. But as we do speak now, the franchise says that it's left in limbo and absolutely in distraught, finding a new host for this interesting program. Well, we'll get you details of it very shortly. This is the Change Helping Action. So as usual, your thought and comments will be appreciated inside the comment section. Join today's episode. Let's get started. Now, guys, we all do know that Holly Willoughby officially has gotten herself off from the ITV franchise. However, during her tenure at ITV, she was the host of this morning program. Also, she hosted the most prestigious ITV program, that's Dancing on Ice. Now, this has become something that fans really have become most excited about watching. This is a show that's all Holly do her thing on shows. So basically all the time Holly, and it was about Holly and Philip Schofield, who then were hosting this program. But until she did leave, looks like we do not have official communication about who really could be hosting this program. However, the franchise has released a statement saying that it's still finding someone to replace Holly Willoughby, but some fans are also of the view that Holly should still maintain her slot of hosting this interesting program they call Dancing on Ice. So on social media, everyone is talking about it. Should Holly still come back to hosting Dance on Ice, or maybe the authority should once again find another person to replace this particular program we're talking about. However, let's just broaden the conversation so far. The most interesting fact about this conversation about Holly returning back to the ITV hosting of Dance on the Ice is the fact that, guys, we all do know that she's not really part with ITV currently, because she left basically as a result of Gavin Plapp threatening to abduct and of course get her into a very severe situation. So she feared for her life, and so she exited. So officially she's not part with ITV. Now, having her back on ITV again, how really is she mentally going to feel about it? Currently, we know that her, her life is at stake, and bear in mind also that she would also have to sign a new contract with ITV. Then it means that Holly partially is still working with ITV. Basically, that's how the contract is, because finally, right now as we do speak, Holly does not have any contract with ITV, but fans also are anticipating that she comes back to hosting ITV's Dance on the Ice. Now, this is a very interesting show. For those of you who really have been watching the show, she also still was hosting with, I think, Philip Schofield, but unfortunately Philip was ejected from the program and left with Holly alone until her recent exit from the ITV show. Now, this is a precarious enviable title or hosting show. So it is not about getting just anyone. Like I did say, this is more like a precarious slot. So not just anyone at all could find a slot hosting this particular show, because Dance on Ice is one of the most prestigious and most watched program in the UK, and Holly also as the most iconic presenter so far. So debuting here to once again be part of this controversial hosting again is raising eyebrows. But as I said earlier, the franchise is communicating and saying that it's still left in limbo because the program will be starting somewhere early next month, I think somewhere in February over there, but it has to get a permanent host for now. And garner the kind of excitement and razzmatazz, so people could be could become very familiar with who could be hosting this program. So either Holly or who? That's the big question people have been asking. But if you go to social media, especially on Instagram and on Twitter, people are also bringing out names. I think the last time Michael called him, apparently his name was mentioned. I don't know if he'll be interested in hosting this controversial slot, but I don't know. But let's just know what you think about it. So should Holly once again bounce back to hosting ITV's Dance on the Ice, or she basically should still rest, because guess what, her life is still at stake? I mean, right now then means if she's coming back to ITV, her security would have to be intact. Her mental health also would have to be intact. Basically, everything about her safety should be appropriate. So not just thinking about what the show wants or what the masses want, also her safety and her mental health basically also count in this conversation. So we will be following about on this what's it called conversation whether Holly will be back on the screens of hosting ITV's Dance on the Ice, or probably she just will put this under the cap and just think about herself. So that's the conversation so far. So should Holly be part of hosting, or basically she just would have to put a stop to hosting a topic. I mean, developing story also about Holly is the fact that she basically has found herself in a new position. We're getting reported that she apparently is linking herself to, I think, BBC or CNN. So basically, she's moving high, not really going backwards again. So I really would be looking forward to knowing exactly whether or not she still will be going back to, ITV. But this would be a major comeback if indeed Holly comes back to ITV. Bear in mind also that I did say that she's the most hired sought after personality in UK. She's worth over not less or more than 3 million. That's what, according to what some sources do say about her salary per year. So she's worth about 3 million US dollars just for presenting alone. And she's been in the business for over 2 decades. That shows how she's been in the game for very long, presenting business for a very long time. She has the flair, the mannerism, everything, the posture, even hosting. I'm sure those of you who really have been following the show. But the big question right now is the fact that the franchise is claiming that it is left in limbo, it's left in distraught. No one is willing to host this, program. I mean, except for Holly Willoughby, who they feel could once again be back to giving the fans or the masses what they feel or want about this particular show. Like it's getting very crazy on social media, especially on Twitter and on Instagram. Also, people have really done a catalog, analyzing people they feel could be part of this hosting game, a collage. I mean, yes. So they're just having various personalities. Pictures and posting it, suggesting that management sought after any of these, people. But speaking about Holly coming back, then it means that she really is going to charge, like, let's involve money over here, because definitely, like I did say, I talked about her security. Basically, she also has to get something from it, right? So maybe if she was taking, let's just say, if she was worth about 3 million, now we're talking about 6 million. Basically, I'm just, trying to concoct over here. I'm not saying that should be the actual amount that she will be coughing out, but basically, then she also, because now it's the management sorting after her, not she once again coming back to the franchise. So it's more like, well, I left you coming back for me. So then I would have to increase what I used to take. Basically, that also is part of the conversation. But let's know what you think about it also in the conversation about Hollywood to be coming to host Dance on the Ice. I've been following this program for a very long time. I think after Holly left, unfortunately, the show has never been the same. But I think also we should just give people, an opportunity to also come to serve. Yes, Holly has done her part. She won't be part of the ITV franchise for, 3 decades. Basically, she also has to give room for people to come explore their talent, or basically have a feel of how hosting a show is. So I'm all for it if she comes, but also let's just broaden the conversation about getting people the slots to also enjoy or express how their abilities will be. So let's just keep the conversation going. Keep an eye on this interesting topic. Well, this has been the Editions Open Axe News as usual. Thanks for watching.